number. Oh, fuck.
Oh,
boy.
shit. I hit record.
Oh, well.
Oh, now we're recording.
Are we? Well, you know what?
This is awkward.
No, it's
Maybe
not.
Are you going to
Bam!
music in?
Bam! Bam! We can't be stopped. Hup! Hup! Ooh! Who's shaking what their mother gave them right now? I want to hear it.
Oh, I'm over here. I'm usually on
We
the other
switch.
side.
We switch spots
That's what we do with our girlfriends and wives.
every time. Switcheroo. At your
Always
son's JV games in the stands.
Yeah, in the stands, broad daylight.
Let's get some of that action.
Mm.
That's what we do. Oh,
We got 3 of these.
3. One more. There it is. Look
Boom.
at this right there.
There it
What's
is. How about
happening,
that?
everybody?
I got to switch us.
Welcome
There, that's
to
better.
Ramble
Okay.
Radio number 463.
Woo!
This is the Ramble podcast, the Geek's Guide to Pop Culture. And are we the geeks? Or do we have an extra one today? There he is. He's back.
Boom!
All
Wow,
right,
look at
Cody. Rocking.
Oh, dude.
Rolling.
We look like a political show with 3 talking heads.
This is tremendous. Look at us. This is absolutely a political show. Yeah. Now, fuck, man. And well, we got alt-right Cody here, so he's gonna, after Cody.
Cody's on the right side of the screen, right? Cody's on the right.
It's perfect. It's perfect.
So that's perfect.
What a successful Coachella rally you had there, Cody. Great job, man.
Chef's kiss on abandoning them all there. That was.
Yeah,
I mean, we got what we needed. So
right. Fuck them.
True.
Yeah.
Fuck them. Oh, this is.
And let's face it. Are they going to vote for the other person in this election, or are they just going to take it?
Exactly.
No,
they're going to sit there and
brilliant move to bust them 5 miles away from their car so they can't leave early. That was brilliant.
Genius.
Yeah.
Genius. Cody, your fingerprints are all over it, and we could tell. Chef's kiss again. Here we are. This is a Ramble podcast, Geek's Guide to Pop Culture. I'm cancer fighter, comedian, lover, Jerry Rocha. Right there we have Eddie Pence. Introduce yourself, Eddie.
Comedian Eddie Pence. Also lover of.
Lover? Fuck yeah.
Fine antiquities.
Women,
antiquity women.
Old
women. Old ladies.
Cody, introduce yourself. We have Cody here. Go ahead, Cody.
Cody Villafana, film critic, podcaster.
Homeowner.
now.
Congratulations.
I didn't know you were going to put the owner part there. That was going to worry me.
Yeah. As of last week, homeowner.
Are you in the new place yet?
Not yet. I'm slowly moving in.
Alt-right influencer?
Alt-right influencer. I think it's another good one for Cody.
I mean, that's a given, right?
Yeah, hello. Oh, man. And this is the, we're going to talk about what we love in the nerd, what we sometimes don't love. And today, it's going to be a little interesting because we're going to talk about something that I have not seen because Cody himself was like, meh, you're good. Stay away. But, Eddie, why did your son do this to you? Why did your son...
I warned him about the first one. It's like I didn't like the first one.
Right.
I saw it. Don't see it. I guess he'd seen clips online. It piqued his interest, so he finally watched the first one on the streaming service, Max or whatever.
And saw how bad it was?
I think he secretly kind of liked it. I think there's something about it. He was secretly didn't hate it.
It's because he hasn't seen King of Comedy, right? That's
exactly.
Right. King of Comedy and Taxi Driver. He hasn't seen those 2 films.
Of course, we're talking about Joker 2, by the way.
Yeah.
And so go ahead, Eddie. You think your son, Colton, enjoyed the first Joker movie? Uh-oh.
I don't think he hated it. I don't know if he loved it, but I don't think he hated it. I think he was intrigued by it.
The only thing I liked was having Batman slide down.
Kind of.
Oh, no, go ahead.
Slide down the
That was the only thing. That was the only thing that was was kind of funny. Was little Bruce Wayne sliding down a pole. That was it. Like, okay, haha.
Yeah.
That was it. That was it. The rest of the movie was so fucking bad. And
now then I guess he wanted to go see this, and I was like, I don't want to go. I don't want to pay for this. Nothing about this. I didn't like the first one. I don't care where the story goes now. And now that it's also a musical, I definitely don't want to see it.
Even less.
And he was like, I want to go. I just want to go. And I'm like, so I took him, and we saw it.
You know what? How about he loses his I just want to go see it privileges? That's it. It's over now. Now, sorry, you did it that one time. Never fucking again.
It might have been. It might be because he did not enjoy it. And then people coming out of the theater, like some guy came out with his wife and his little kid. I guess he took his 8-year-old kid to it.
Smart.
She throws her half-eaten popcorn away. The wife does. She's like,
right.
Well, that wasn't worth it. And the guy's like, what the fuck was that?
Now, would it have been better? Would it have been better if, as they left, okay, somebody then robbed and murdered them, and then that 8-year-old kid became Batman? Does that change? Does that make it all better?
Sense?
Does it all make it
better? The movie
better?
would have been better had at the end they did "You're the One That I Want" dance off from Grease between Harley Quinn and the Joker. I think that I would have been like, you know what? I'm into this now.
Now, are these? Because I have not seen. Cody's seen it. Cody warned me, don't even bother. Now, are the songs in this original songs for it?
No.
Oh,
it's a jukebox musical.
Oh shit! So it's like the fucking what was that movie? Fuck with Nicole Kidman and fucking Ewan McGregor. Moulin Rouge. It's like Moulin Rouge.
Yep.
It's just they just have pop culture songs that they. Wow is.
But it's not contemporary songs. They're not contemporary.
And I don't think even memorable ones either.
No, what was the Why Do Birds
Carpenter
appear? Yeah. Stuff like that.
And it's not only that, but for the first half of the movie, Lady Gaga is purposely singing bad. She's why are you bringing her on?
Why do you have her
and then make her bad at singing? Eventually she comes around and is herself, but for half of the movie she is bad purposely.
That is Jesus. What
the whole movie? None of it makes a fucking.
I'm not even gonna watch it when it's on Max. I'm not even gonna bother watching this piece of shit. I don't
There's one point in the film at the end when he's on trial because the whole thing is basically him in prison going on trial.
Right.
Falling in love with Harley Quinn she's committed herself to the prison and then you find out she's from a rich family and she did it on purpose just because she's nuts. And so he's on trial, and then he fires his lawyer halfway through his trial, decides to represent himself. And then, the part where I laughed out loud in the theater, he's sitting there the day he's in court representing himself for the first time, he's in full Joker makeup. And the judge is like, I'm not going to let you turn this court into a circus. All right, go ahead. And I'm like, you just let him fucking wear circus makeup in the court. And you just chastise him. It's fucking so stupid.
And then
he does
a foghorn leghorn Southern attorney routine while
some
he's
Matlock shit.
Oh shit! Hell, now why? Well, on the day of the crime, did you see me kill that man? It's just so fucking. But just to see him, you see him literally the day he's representing himself. They do a shot from behind and then they come around and he's in full Joker makeup. And you're like, what fucking judge in any world would let the representative paint himself up and then chastise him about I'm warning you, I'm not going to let you turn this into a circus.
I think this is crazy. I mean, I honestly think though, on paper, you could do that with that character. You can do some weird, goofy.
You could in the world where if it's a Batman world, but this is not a Batman world.
Right, and I think the problem is because they try to make this shit so fucking just humorless and dark, the Batman shit, that it's this kind of could have worked. I think just the idea, and I haven't seen it, but the idea of it, I think, if this were the 1966 Joker Batman, I think this would have been a fucking great idea. Let's see this, but this it seems to not fit with I don't know.
Obviously, all the musical stuff is going on in his head, so it's not you're not suspending disbelief or it's now a musical world that we live in. All the musical interludes take place within his head, but it's just what is it's just dumb.
It's a particularly weird movie because if you really liked the first Joker movie, there's no chance this one's going to do it for you.
Right.
If you didn't like the first Joker movie, you're really not going to like this one.
You're really going to hate this.
Wow. I don't know who this movie's for, at all.
Todd Phillips, I guess. Is that?
I mean, if you read what happened, it was for Joaquin Phoenix. That's
oh wow.
Apparently the whole thing was his idea.
he had committed to doing a musical of the Joker, like Joaquin. He wanted to do like a staged musical, right? That was the original thing. And then Todd Phillips was like, no, let's do the. Like, I think Warner Bros. Was going to do the sequel, and then Todd Phillips was like agreed to it, and then that's how they got Joaquin back in because he was going to do a musical of the Joker anyway.
What the fuck? Again, like on paper, yeah, sure. Like Penguin, on the other hand, I think is a fantastic example of just going full on dark Batman universe, but making it work because it's still weird. Like like they explain it, but he waddles. Like when he walks around, he's waddling the whole time, and like and everyone insults him by calling him Penguin. Like and the woman who plays Hangman is fucking amazing because she just gets out of Arkham. She's been in Arkham for 10 years and she's Falcone's daughter, like in the comics, and she just gets out of Arkham and she is so fucking good because she'll be talking and then you see her eyes just fucking go like, oh shit, she's crazy. Like it's I think it's excellent because I think it also allows for a little bit of the fun. Like he drives like a purple Maserati. You know what I mean? Like he has an umbrella with him.
There's hints of Batman.
Like the Penguin drives a purple Maserati. He's got an umbrella with him. Like they have a few of the things that make it like, okay, we understand the source material is still a fucking comic book that was meant for children. Like we get that, even though this is R-rated.
As dark and as dark and as dreary as the Tim Burton Batman was, there were still elements of.
There were still funny moments. There was still like, I mean, again, like when Michael Keaton is Vicky Vale gets a ring at the door and then she gets up to leave and he's looking at her empty chair going, I'm Batman, I'm Batman, I'm Batman, but he just can't say it. And then in the second one, when he's playing the Penguin speech and he does like the little DJ remix of it, like there's moments, and I just think that like, I don't know, like this, and there's moments in the Penguin series too that are like, okay, at least it's not all just fucking how dark can we make this, and I think that's a problem because it seems to me like they're trying to be too cool for school. Let's make this dark as shit, but also a musical, and it's like, what the fuck is this?
I honestly don't know. It almost seems like Todd Phillips was just like making a movie to spite everybody. That's almost what it feels like. He spent $150 million to spite everyone.
Wow.
That's what it feels like.
But that's how all of his movies feel. I mean, I haven't liked anything.
Like I said, the first one, I didn't like the Joker, but at least I could watch the story and like, okay, well, I'm following a story, and But this one is just like half the time you're like, you could have shaved 30 minutes and not missed anything.
Wow. And no good songs, really. Like that's the other thing too. Nothing.
No, because Joaquin Phoenix, as well as he did in Walk the Line, can't fucking sing as the Joker.
Or he's trying to sing weird on purpose for the character.
Or whatever. Like, and then I mean, she was good. I thought Lady Gaga was good as Harley Quinn. I thought she was a good whatever she was trying to do. I thought she did well. But
now spoilers aplenty here because y'all have now is so. But what you're saying, spoilers begin now. If you for some reason want to see this still, Is that also not the real Harley Quinn? Is that like are none of these the real people? You know what I mean? Like because you said it kind of at the end, kind of just goes full on with the hint in the first one. Like this isn't actually the Joker, this guy, right? Like is she actually Harley Quinn? Like
I don't think so because it's weird because she kills herself at the end of the film. But you don't see it. She just puts a gun to her head, and then later on, at the very final scenes of the film, you see he's talking to her. But again, you're like, okay, this is in his head that he's talking to her. Right. She's not really talking to him. So it's just, I don't. It's just
now
so
at least is the suicide scene done to the dip? Do we at least have? I'll put my hand up on your hip. When I dip, you dip. We dip.
Dip, you dip. I dip. Boom.
And then they do like a combined suicide. Now, does he kill himself or does somebody just shank him?
He gets stabbed in jail.
Okay, by like a victim of his or just some random psycho?
There's this one guy you see throughout the film whenever they're in the main viewing area watching the TV because all the court stuff takes place on TV. There's always one guy in the back with this weird smile. You see him like 4 different times. Like the camera is purposely showing you this guy like 4 different times. but that's it. Usually it's like a quick shot here, a quick shot there, and then at the end, he approaches Joker in the hallway after Arthur Fleck says he doesn't want to be the Joker anymore. Right. That's basically what he tells the jury and stuff. And he's like, I don't want to be the Joker. I'm Arthur Fleck, the Joker.
And this
I don't
guy
want to
gets
do that.
mad that he's betrayed who he is.
That he's betrayed that, and so he kills him and then starts cutting his face at the end of the film to make the Joker smile on his face. Yeah. And I guess you're supposed to assume that's Heath Ledger, maybe. I don't know. Though there is a Harvey Dent in this film that doesn't look at all like the Harvey Dent.
I don't buy the Heath Ledger thing because the timing is also way off on it too.
Yeah, he'd have to be like 8 years old in this world because Bruce Wayne is like 8 in this. Or
and
10.
there is a Harvey Dent, and so
is it like? I mean, wow. This is just. Penguin is so fucking good, and it's just weird to see how. Man, Batman, the shit either hits a fucking grand slam or it's such a fucking whiff at the plate with Batman. It's crazy how there's never an in-between. There's never been, I think, an okay Batman universe film. It's either really good or just a massive pile of shit. And Penguin, I think, has been really good, thankfully, because I haven't liked anything that's happened recently.
You making that comment scares me because I know that you're not a huge fan of the Christopher Nolan stuff, but if you think that it's a massive pile of shit, that's, I think, not a good opinion.
The second, the second Batman movie with Heath Ledger is undeniable because Heath Ledger's just so captivating and good as the Joker. And he's funny. Mm-hmm. That's what works, is he's funny as the Joker, as... Like, what was that line when the mobsters, like, you think you just come in here and do this? Like, yeah. Like, he's funny when he's like, oh, we're going to make this pencil disappear. Like, it's gone. Mm-hmm. Like, he's horrifically
Or he blows off when he's in Harvey Dent's hospital room, he's like, hi.
Like, that was perfect. I just didn't like... how it was just... I thought that Batman took a back seat in every movie to everyone else. If that makes sense. Like, and he wasn't a detective, which is just nitpicky shit with the first one. I think the third movie just sucks. I think the first one is all right. I'll take that back. Batman Begins is like, okay. I was like, that's all right. Yeah. You're right. That's all right. Dark Knight is a great movie just because of Heath Ledger. Heath Ledger is you just can't. Okay, yeah, I'm in. He's so fucking good. And then the Bane one, I think, is just a stupid pile of shit. That's the Bane one, and I think the Bane one tainted the others for me. Does that make now it's just, fuck, like it's what's coming with each movie, and you know that it ends, I think, with just a horrific thud.
It just sucks that Heath Ledger died because I think that third installment would have been epic. Had they brought that character back.
Absolutely.
Between Batman and Joker.
Because he was the perfect Joker. Like, he was fantastic because he was fucking funny. He was weird, goofy, funny, and horrifically violent. Like, that's like that scene.
The perfect comic book Joker.
Yeah, like that scene when he hijacks a cop car and he's just like a dog, just like with his head out the window, just taking the breeze in. Like, it's great. Like, he's a fucking psycho, but he's funny. Like that was, but everything that's why I really like this. I think I have high hopes for this Penguin ending. I hope it ends well. I hope the next Batman film, Colin Farrell's the main villain or a major player in it. Because if not, then this is a waste of fucking time. As good as it is, they have to build. They have to go from here, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I man, have you all seen any of the Penguin episodes yet?
Mm-mm.
I have not.
It's good, man. It's good shit.
I did not like that Matt Reeves Batman movie very much.
Me neither.
So I hated
it.
Invested in the world.
See, I hated it because I thought the only good scene. Two things I thought was good was when Colin Farrell waddles back and forth as the Penguin when Batman's got him cuffed, right? And then. Yeah. And I thought the only awesome moment was when the Batmobile fires up for the first time. That was epic. Everything else was boring and stupid and pointless. But that one moment when they're attacking Catwoman, is that right? And they just hear what sounds like this giant jet engine just fire up. You're like, what the fuck is happening? And then boom, you just see the Batmobile. That was fucking great. Everything else is like, this is so dumb. He's the world's greatest detective, and like a fucking janitor is telling him like, oh, look, I think there's something under the carpet. Like everything was just like, wait a minute, what? Like it was so boring and so dumb, and it was, but like this.
I didn't mind I thought the opening scene was kind of cool, where he's in the subway and it's sort of dark and you hear the music. And he beats the shit out of those thugs.
That's right.
I thought the intro was kind of cool, but like the story, I could give it a shit. And I thought the Riddler was shitty. I thought it was a shitty Riddler.
Dumb Riddler. That's as goofy as the Joker needs to be. The Riddler is times 10 as goofy. The Riddler is
happy. He's maniacally happy.
Happy. He loves being the smartest guy. He loves that I'm killing people because they're not as smart as me.
Yeah, and this Riddler took no joy in anything he was doing.
No, it's like, he should be, that makes him so much more frightening, is that he just thinks it's the greatest thing. Oh, this guy's so dumb. He didn't figure out my clue. I'm going to kill him now. Like, I don't know. It's been, oh man. I have hopes that the next movie, because I really am enjoying the Penguin show, I'm like, man, let's bring this to this sequel, or whatever. I don't know. I know, I get it. Like the Joel Schumacher fourth Batman movie was the complete wrong way to do campy Batman, if that makes sense. It was just like, wait, what the fuck?
And it's so much so that no one has even come close to going that route again.
Yes,
they killed the campy Batman.
It murdered campy Batman. Like it was. And I don't think it's, like it's Schwarzenegger was so bad as Freeze. Like there was just so many things. It was just, but man, I think I'm going to be blissfully happy. We'll never seeing this Joker movie.
Yeah.
Like
you and a lot of people, because they confirmed today it's going to lose $150 to $200 million for Warner Brothers, and it'll be on VOD in 2 weeks.
Wow. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Wow. Fucking hell. It's, man, that is that's
it is eating shit at the box office.
That sucks. I mean, that sucks for the characters, if that makes sense. I'm lamenting the characters. They deserve, Joker and Harley Quinn deserve so much better.
Yeah, I mean, I guess there's not, I mean, you have James Gunn is doing his DCU, so I mean, it hasn't killed that, but I think if anything, it may help that version. I
just hope he's
because people just want to move away from whatever the fuck this is.
But this is like, okay, but I'm okay. Let's all right. Cody, I'm so sorry to do this. Eddie, congratulations, but. This Joker movie sounds to me like that Cowboys-Packers playoff game. And now the James Gunn universe is this it's like, okay, you did what we wanted. You brought in a new coach, but fuck.
But like the thing,
are they going to fuck it up even worse? That's the only thing that worries me.
The thing about the DC stuff right now is that DC for the last 15 years has been just trying to get away from the stink of the previous DC thing. Yes. And that's just their thing. It's just they're constantly first it's Snyder, they try to get away from that. And then they make the Whedon Justice League and they try to get away from that. And then they have the Flash that bombs and they try to get away from that. Like, it's just constantly trying to get away from the last bomb. And at what point is it going to stand on its own?
I'll say this about Marvel. DC is just, you're right. They're constantly playing defense. Right? And Marvel is just like, fuck it. This is our play. You know what I mean? We're just gonna run the ball, and sometimes you're gonna stop us. Sometimes we're gonna get 60 yards. Like this is our play. We're just gonna
I think with
ahead.
At least, I mean, you also during that run of awful DC movies, they were changing heads of department constantly and trying to reshuffle and new heads of writers. Like it was constant shuffling. The point where at one point they're like, no, The Rock's gonna be in charge. Like, literally, it got to the point where, no, give it to The Rock.
This is the Rockverse.
At least with James Gunn, it feels like, okay, this is his, and he's got an idea of how this whole universe is going to play out. And
I hope,
for the most part, he has an understanding of these characters, I believe.
You would think. You would
I
think.
believe he has an understanding here.
Although the first image of Superman shows he has no understanding.
I'm
Superman
not-
is casually putting on his boots as
the
a
world's
giant
blowing up.
fucking alien is obliterating
Yeah.
Metropolis.
There's
It's
some
like,
things that bother me.
Really?
There are some
Really?
red flags. But we will see.
I just hope there's space in the new DC for my personal favorite, Zachary Levi, and just hoping that we get more Shazam.
Let's get the Trump boy back in there.
Well, I mean, he's RFK boy. He's doing Trump because he has to.
He
so,
has to,
you know,
right? He's more make America healthy again. He's not. He's
he's just
the guy who eats
unpasteurized
roadkill.
milk.
Yeah, the guy who chugs unpasteurized milk and eats roadkill. Let's
and
make
have
him.
worms in his brain.
Yeah, you make us healthy again, pal. We're waiting on you, big guy. Holy fucking shit. Well, look, Cody, it was so nice to have you back.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be here tomorrow. Maybe Cody will be here too. Maybe not. We'll see. We're hoping, but a full-on ramble tomorrow. And Cody, is this the worst way to welcome you back?
Oh no,
Because we still.
I knew that
Sorry.
the Ramble has a fresh coat of paint on it, and
Yeah.
I thought that maybe we did away with certain
Some contracts
traditions,
are
characters.
ironclad.
Some things just never. It was my poor cat Lolita before she passed away. I think she just was hoodwinked into doing
Yeah.
this. And
Much the way Lex Luthor got those old ladies in Superman Returns to sign away all that money.
God, what a terrible movie! Superman Returns was so fucking bad. It was so and dude, Gene Hackman made it work. He made a goofy Lex Luthor work. That was it. It should have just walked away and never tried to make him goofy again after that. He made a goofy Lex Luthor really work, and that was it. Anyway, Eddie, I'm so sorry, Cody. But
Skeletor. We were just talking about the stink that was Joker 2.
yeah.
I know a lot of people aren't happy with the Masters of the Universe film that came out in the 80s.
Oh God.
But there's a new Masters Universe film, and there's a new He-Man movie in the works. Are you excited? Do you think that will be a big step up from the previous iteration?
Eddie, it's a wonderful question, and I'm glad that you've asked me that. But to be honest, I'm a little worried because yet again the casting of me, it's your disgusting nation planet has ruled out who I think, I know I've changed this a few times, but the more I think about it, I have two choices who could play me. Frank Langella fucked it up. Let's be honest. He was an embarrassment. Two people. Jeffrey Epstein, P. Diddy. And what the fuck? They're the only ones who can capture me the best way possible. Jeffrey Epstein or P. Diddy. And it disgusts me that neither of them will have a chance to strut their stuff, if you will. But don't worry, I'm still going to have a giant party to watch it. We'll have hope. Our hopes will be high. We're going to have a screening. We've already sold 750,000 tickets. How about that, huh? And, Eddie, I'm sure you're very curious as to where the hell are you going to put 750,000 people to watch a movie in a covered theater? Go ahead, ask me. Come on.
Where?
Come on.
Where?
He-Man's mother's pussy! Because it's so big. It's the only place that can fit them all. Did you guys get that? I bet, Cody, it's been a minute. Bet you didn't see that coming, huh? There I am. You're thinking, oh, he's going to throw the ball. Nope. Running it right up the middle.
Yeah, no, I did not see that coming. You're right.
Well, there we go. P. Diddy or Jeffrey Epstein. Cody, I'm so sorry you have to follow
Wow.
that. But, wow. Where can all the fine folk find you?
Yeah, well, you can find me at Cinesnob Cody on social media and Letterboxd if you want to track what I'm watching.
Oh, shit, yeah.
And then the Cinesnob podcast, which is a little bit different now. Our pal Jared
Also got a new fresh coat of paint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our friend Jared stepped away from the show, so now I'm kind of hosting.
Is
it
it
and
true you
running it.
threatened to hang him? They were going to hang him, and you said, "What? I don't
Wow.
care." Is that what?
Is that what happened?
Because he wouldn't do the right
They
thing.
were like,
Is that what
hang
happened?
Jared, hang Jared, hang Jared. You were like, hey, I
And
let
you were
him.
like, so what? Is that what?
what?
I think you said, so what?
I think yes, and that's why he's no longer on the show. That's why he didn't come back.
Wait, are you trying to say Jared didn't have the balls to do the right thing? Is that what this go? Is that where we're going here?
Look, I mean, he did his job decently over the time that he was there, but ultimately at the end of the day, like I needed someone who was gonna be able to, follow my instructions.
You gotta do.
Yeah.
Sure.
So I'm hosting now with a rotating cast of other critics, and we're covering and reviewing movies. So this past week we reviewed, speaking of The Apprentice, the Donald Trump movie, and we also reviewed Saturday Night, the SNL origin movie. And then this next week we'll be covering We Live in Time and Woman in the Hour and a couple of other things.
So I'm gonna, we should end every episode we get to have you on. I forgot as you're doing this. By the way, subscribe to the Ramble, 5-star rating, positive text review. If you don't do those things, we're gonna have to believe you're a chump, and we don't want to do that.
Easy to
and
believe.
Thank you to those who have done those things. You can email us ramble@theramblepod.com. Cody, before we sign off, before we get to Eddie. Movie of the week. What do you got? What's something that people should go if it's in your, even if you have to make an extra trip to the art house? What do you got right now? What do you think is movie of the week?
So if we're doing movie of the week here, I think stay home. And if you have Netflix, there's a movie called It's What's Inside. It was a movie that played at Sundance earlier this year and had a lot of buzz. It's actually the movie that sold for the most amount of money at Sundance this year. Netflix paid like $15 million for it or something like that. And it's kind of like a mystery box kind of movie where this group of friends gets together for a bachelor party and someone brings this like mysterious case, and the mysterious case holds in it the ability to do something kind of crazy, and that turns into a party game that gets completely out of hand. So,
and what's it called again?
It's called It's What's Inside.
It's What's Inside. All right.
It's on Netflix.
Sounds like a good little Halloween time movie.
Yeah, it is. I really enjoyed it. So it's super well directed. It's visually awesome. It's funny. It's entertaining. So
all right, there we go. Thank you. Fuck yeah. We're gonna say Eddie. Where can all the fine folk find you?
5 days a week, Patreon.com, The Ralph Report. Tuesdays, Fridays, Ramble Radio. Wednesdays, Ramble Proper, and also on Fridays, Not Today with Jen Sturge.
Well, you can find me in the same Ramble locales. You can find Eddie and Cody. I'm also streaming games most nights, Retro Rocha on Kick and Twitch, and just my name on YouTube. So find us, love us, do all those things. Until next time, we love you all. Stay safe. We'll be back tomorrow for a regular Ramble. Enjoy the music. Look at that. Look at that. And then the logo.
wow.
Come on, Cody. Huh? It feels like you're in a Lamborghini now, right, Cody? Be honest.
Right. That's
I don't even recognize this place anymore.
So new.
I think you went from a Datsun to a Lambo. Just right there. So, what are the Cowboys going to fucking do, man?
God, I mean,
how do you
nothing.
spend that much money on a quarterback and a receiver and get 9 points?
That's embarrassing.
That's
I'm
embarrassing.
fine with the money spent on the receiver. It's the money on the quarterback that's a problem, I think.
That's what hurts.
And then you still haven't paid Micah. You still got to pay Parsons.
He's got to get paid.
Yeah.
He's the last one you'd want to leave out of those three. Ugh.